Oh, randomly, I don't know how this popped into my head, but childhood shows. Do you remember the heartbreaking moment that Ash almost lets Pikachu go?
Yes. Oh my god. Scared. So.
Like, I watched that
Actually hurt
like
me.
a year ago, and that was
Just
heartbreaking.
crying, like, oh no!
It's so bad.
Oh, so bad.
Like, if I was a kid, I'd genuinely be crying for days.
Yeah, and like, we weren't.
I don't remember it, but
I
holy
do.
crap.
I remember seeing it and everything. I was like, holy shit. Anyway, dinner's
Like,
ready.
The Mew
Some things
as
just
well.
like, oh yeah, I remember. It's just
Mewtwo. Sorry.
yeah, I remember watching that and being like, okay, literally nothing.
Yeah, that was nowhere. It was kind of emotional, and then there was the Pikachu.
Do you remember? Do you ever seen the episode where Ash like legit almost freezes to death?
Yeah.
The one in the cave, and his
Yeah,
Pokemon
with the
give him a
small
hug. 'Cause they're all-
Charmander and stuff.
Yeah, and he says the line, "We'll all be cold together," and I was like, "Oh my god, does he die?" As an adult, like I didn't get that as a kid. Like, just like, holy crap, he's actually may die right now. Your
No,
Pokemon
like-
was surprisingly dark.
I don't know if it was that dark.
There was those moments where it's like you're suddenly gonna die.
Yeah.
Like when Ash gets
Yeah.
his Charmander, like his the Charmander's like legit gonna die.
Yeah.
Because like they
there's-
spent the entire episode going, if the flame in his tail goes out, he's dead. That's it.
There's
That is a dead
always
lizard.
stuff like that though. Wasn't like the first episode where Pikachu gets killed by himself.
No, Ash almost dies again because he pisses off a group of Spearow.
Yeah, and then Pikachu jumps in, electrocutes himself, and
all
gets
of
really
them.
injured.
Like he just obliterates this army of Spearows.
Yeah, and then he's really injured. Gets Ash steals Misty's bike.
Not before getting almost eaten by a Gyarados. He jumps into a lake and a Gyarados is like, "Yo, what's up? How you doing?
Yeah, either way,
I live here."
it was the Pikachu's like almost dead.
I don't remember if he almost deaded it before or after, like the lightning bolt, because he may have been almost dead before. That was why he was running. Because you remember Ash trips over, and he's holding the Pikachu and he drops him. He's like, sauce.
Yeah.
And he's like, it's cool. Don't worry.
No, I think the Pikachu was already slightly injured then.
Yeah, but I don't remember how he got
does
fucked
the
up.
lightning bolt, and
Yeah, and he's like, enough of this. And led everyone to believe that Pikachu was the strongest electric type ever in every single game, and then couldn't understand why he kept losing. That was the thing. In my class, I remember that. Like, I was like, I have a Pikachu, though. Like, it used thunder. Why is it not dead?
See, I never thought he was any good.
No, he's not. Like, that's the thing.
He's just the one that I want.
Yeah, he's just the mascot, dude.
Like, it brings your childhood.
Yeah.
When
Except
you have a Pikachu.
Raichu was always my favourite.
Oh, Pikachu wasn't my favourite, but when you get an option of, oh, look, I can get Pikachu, you're gonna get Pikachu.
Yeah, but only so I can get a Raichu.
I mean, the hats.
Oh,
The
okay,
hats.
yeah, actually, you got me there. Hat Pikachu is win.
There's the hat Pikachu, the surf Pikachu,
Yeah, that's true.
the bandana Pikachu.
Oh, Bandana Chew, yeah. You
the
can't forget.
Pikachu Libre.
Oh, yeah. Pikachu Libre. Yeah,
So
no,
good.
you've got a point there.
Like, every season they just dress him up differently. It's great.
I mean, let's face it, if you actually had a Pikachu, that is exactly what you'd do. I
yeah.
really want... Do you remember in like one of the series of Pokemon, there was that Meowth that had boots?
No.
Yeah, it actually beat the Pikachu. He was in Pokemon League, and one of his friends, they fight in the Pokemon League, and it was like this Ash's Pikachu versus a Meowth in boots, and it was kind of like a Puss in Boots reference. Duh. And I was like, that's adorable. Give me a Meowth with shoes. I want a Meowth with shoes.
You know, the one thing that I remember is that I still want a spiky-eared Pikachu. Or Pichu.
Spiky-eared Pichu.
Yeah, I realise now you probably won't know what I'm talking about.
No.
But in like Heart Gold and Soul Silver, there was an event where you like took a Celebi to a certain place and a spiky-eared Pikachu appeared. Or Pichu.
Is that a reference to something?
No idea. I think it was in the anime, but we stopped watching by then.
I mean, there was a spiky-head Pikachu in the Orange Islands.
No, it was spiky-eared Pichu.
Oh, I don't know.
I keep messing it up. But yeah, it was just like a cool added bit.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds dope.
That Pichu is locked into Heart Gold.
Oh yeah, because I remember you wanted to restart that game, and you're like, nah, I can't kill the Pichu.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you couldn't trade it off.
Yeah, I think like I traded most of the Pokemon off.
Yeah, and then just released the random Rattatats that you keep.
It's that one Pichu.
It's like, nope, I ain't going.
Yeah, so I can't delete that game.
No, yeah. This is why we only ever play Pokemon games once. Like stories. Like, we've never ever managed to delete any games.
Like, I really do get attached to them.
Yeah, I know, me too. It's stupid. And I don't know why.
I mean...
Like, even when you trade them off, you're like... But I can't delete their game.
We carry them, like, cross-game.
Oh, dude,
and
like...
they can't come back, and yet we're still just like, nah.
Yeah, my Colosseum squad has been taken as far as it can go.
I'm
stuck on Black and White 2 at the moment.
Mine are like spread out.
Along
I still
with
have my OG Rayquaza somewhere.
Yeah, I have a Moltres and a Zapdos from Leaf Green as well there randomly. I don't know why I didn't port over Articuno.
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
No, yeah, that was the thing where I was like, that's why I mentioned it, because I was like, do you remember why? I'm pretty sure I caught it.
It might have been like one of those things where
Did
you
I
just
think
had
it sucked?
to get it up to 6.
Oh, right, yeah.
And like...
just needed to randomly...
Yeah, like, I don't think we ever moved over Entei or anything.
Oh, well, I only had one Entei, and that was from Colosseum, and it was the deadest mon. Like, I genuinely do not know what was wrong with my Entei, but I do know it never did any damage to anything ever.
I mean,
like, all it ever did was die.
You had like 4 Enteis. All from Colosseum.
Oh, because I had like a shit ton of games, didn't I?
Yeah.
I never used them.
No, because they
I
were
tried
awful.
in the first one. The first one I did. That first Colosseum game I did. And it was terrible. Because fire was still special in those days. And only... Was it before or after this special split? Colosseum?
After.
It was after, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Right, so I don't remember, but like Entei didn't learn any like special fire attacks. Or it had a really terrible special.
Oh, no.
Or just didn't learn any fire attacks. Like all it ever had was Ember.
In general, it was bad.
I would like to check on Entei's stats now, see if it's any better.
I don't think necessarily it was the stats that were the issue. It was just like Claydol and stuff like that.
Oh, well, I mean, I had a Typhlosion that ruined everything.
Yeah, but like you Earthquake Entei and it's just dead.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah,
Your
it might be a
Typhlosion
kind of
would have been
flare.
over leveled.
Oh yeah, 100%. Oh no, it would have been under leveled because I used a Meganium throughout the entire game, and then found out you could get a Typhlosion because you got Quilava, and I was like, oh fuck that. Peace out, Meganium.
Meganium was pretty good.
Mine didn't do a lot of damage. It was more of like just a
they're
tank.
like a support tank type thing.
Yeah, that's what it did. It was just there.
Like, I reckon it'd be good nowadays for like screens and shit.
Yeah, like if I should mention, like we didn't actually know how to play Pokemon. Like I think I've said it before, but like this was in the game. Like genuinely said, what do you mean not very effective? It killed them.
It wasn't even that. It was like light screen, torn, confuse ray. They were straight deleted.
Oh yeah, we had like no support moves at all.
Like we didn't use.
Did it do
status.
damage?
It was just.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pure damage based.
Yeah. Which is probably why we got our asses kicked by things. We didn't even look at accuracy, honestly.
No.
Which is why we're looking at Thunder and Hydro Pump like all the time. Yeah.
Wait, but the Raikou's Thunder.
Nah, mine missed all the time.
I don't know what it was, but I think my Raikou's Thunder just constantly hit.
Oh no,
And my Suicune did buckle.
It's why I lost against. Do you remember the final battle against the super jacked team leader of Snag'em?
Yeah.
He had a Gyarados, because obviously everyone had a fucking Gyarados. I lost. I had Raikou and Suicune, and lost. Like, it was Gyarados versus both of them, because Raikou's fucking Thunder wouldn't hit. Like, it just kept missing, and it missed like 8 times in a row. Genuinely, they just
I
fucking
know.
missed. So it was like Suicune's just sitting there with a fucking Ice Beam going, please kill. And it just kept doing Earthquake over and over again.
Yeah.
And because I was over leveled as shit,
actually
like it
good.
took a bunch of Earthquakes to kill Raikou. Yeah, like seriously over leveled. And still lost. That's how bad at Pokemon I was. Yeah, man, you get some dope-ass Pokemon from that we didn't even bother using. There was Tyranitar, which I think we started using because we heard it was dope. But, like, you had Metagross? That I don't think either of us had, like, even considered using.
Yeah, I used it for a bit.
I didn't even try. I was like, yeah, you're a thing.
I
whatever.
mean, no, because we did use every Pokemon for a bit.
Did we?
Yeah, because they were Shadow.
Yeah, no, I just remember having a shit ton of money and massaging the shit out of them. Like, genuinely, I had a bunch of Pokemon that I just... Like, Quillfish. I don't think anyone ever used the fucking Quillfish.
I did.
Oh my god, seriously?
Yeah, like when you first catch them, I used them.
Oh no, yeah, that's
and
right.
then purified them, realised, oh, they were bad.
You were
then...
actually, like, you played the game right. So, I had this weird thing where I was like, I'm not even going to use Pokemon that I don't want. So, like, Colosseum, I went around with a squad of, like, 4 for a bit. I think I had a Noctowl that I got pretty early, and that just stayed. Meganium, Obs.
Yeah.
And then, like, the 2 Espeon and Umbreon. I don't remember who else I actually even tried using. I think that was it. Like, I just went around. And that carried on for, like, Pearl and like, 90% of the games I played up until recently, where I was just like, I'm cool with a squad of, like, 2. Fuck it.
Yeah, no, I switched that up. I now mostly have a team of 6.
Yeah, I mean, you're kind of supposed to, like, as much as you can. Like, that's pretty much the only advantage you have, like, on gym leaders in the game. Like, you just have 6 Pokemon, so it's like,
I
you can just
still end
outrank
up
them.
using just one Pokemon.
Oh, totally. Like, yeah,
But-
you end up ditching the rest. Like, they're mostly just there to be sent out to die. But yeah.
I remember Sword and Shield. I literally went full on Nintendogs. I had the Electro Pup, the Bolt Hound, whatever
Yeah.
that's called. Arcanine. I don't remember who else was a dog. But I had like 4 dogs. It was like EVs and shit.
Oh, right. Yeah, so I was like, at this point, when it came to Pokemon Sword and Shield, like, I played quite a lot of Pokemon, and I was like, I don't want to use Pokemon I haven't used before. Sorry,
Wait.
I have used before.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, I'm only going to use Pokemon that either are new, or I haven't ever, like, even bothered using. Because I was like, I saw, you know, Haxorus and, like, Machamps and stuff running around. I was like, yeah, but why? I know. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I could go for the Gengars. You went ham on the shiny Gengars.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
So
I
yeah,
still don't have one.
yeah, it's not surprising, dude. Yeah, because the rates are just ridiculous.
Oh yeah, speaking of that, you know when we did our like team we played with proof game?
Yeah.
Yeah, it turns out I completely forgot about one of my people.
Oh,
Like, you know the Draco fish I was using?
yeah.
That was switched out for you know, like the dark dog that was new to this game.
Oh, the fox thing.
It begins with S. Yeah, it was appalling.
Begins with S.
But yeah, I had that. Yeah. Oh no, S. T. Sorry.
Oh,
I called mine Swiper.
it is like the
Because-
red fox with shoes on.
Yeah, and it literally only knew thief at the point.
Oh
So-
yeah, I had one of those as well. But I too
Swipe
traded
and no
mine out.
swiping.
Yeah. But I traded on mine out like really early. I think mine's like level 30.
Oh yeah, mine is a higher level than my Draco fish. So
Wow.
it's like 73.
Wow. Okay.
So I must have used it in the battle against Leon.
Oh, I did the thing I did in X and Y, where I didn't have a team. I had a box. It started off that way anyway. Because in X and Y, when I played X and Y, I literally just went around catching everything, then did all of the hyper training minigames. Sorry, EV training minigames. So, like, it didn't really matter how underleveled, if they were a little bit underleveled, they could still kind of hold their own because their stats were super high for their level.
Those games were the one. They
Uh,
made EV training so easy.
Yeah, they really should have brought that back, honestly. Like, there was no, like, EV training as a general thing is super grindy. Like, either you end up grinding, like, on Sword and Shield for money, or you just, like, grind for time. Like, it's easier on Sword and Shield. Okay, oh, you see that?
Like, yeah, the lag.
Oh, that was bad.
It's just
I don't know if it's easier on Sword and Shield or on X and Y, honestly.
I'd say it's easier on X and Y.
Yeah. I mean, I agree,
It's
but
just
I
because
couldn't make an argument as to why. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Getting money is a lot harder.
yeah.
And like once you unlock the level 3, I think,
Oh yeah, you got like,
like you got like 12 each time, so you only have to do it like 10 times.
yeah. Plus there was no cap.
Which is,
Like, they
Yeah.
still had the carbose protein, what are they called, vitamins cap in X and Y, but they just kind of, they even had them there, if I'm right.
yeah,
Yeah, like which actually was a really odd decision. It's like if you're gonna do this, you may as well just completely obliterate this.
No, because it gave you like the opportunity where you could do it either way.
Or like different splits.
Yeah.
Is that the game with the wings? Where wings gave you 1 EV in a certain stat?
That's also
Then-
in Sword and Shield.
Yeah, but did they start it in X and Y? I forget.
I think so.
Right. So
Might
you
be
got
the diamond.
possibly.
But
But you had it
really
like
EV
whatever
trained.
it was. You had like items that gave you 1 EV in each stat. The carbos and shit had 10. Was it 10? You get 10.
Yeah.
But you could have a limit to how much you could put into them, so you couldn't max them out using that.
Yeah, you could only get to 100
Yeah.
with car bosses and pings.
So you could theoretically max out no stats.
Yeah.
Yeah. So even if you did like just 100% on one stat, like you couldn't get to max EVs in that one stat.
I'm pretty sure it did stop you from using more than you needed though.
Oh yeah, it was like this will have no effect. But like yeah, it was still a piss take. Yeah, then X and Y had its little mini games, which gave you varying numbers actually, because you had 3 levels, so you could actually do like proper EV splits.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just did that with everyone I wanted to use. So like I went through the entire game and never lost a match, because like whatever it was, I was like, okay, well I've got a team for this.
I don't think I started EV training until like I finished it.
No, yeah, I remember you got really annoyed at me because I like took so long to goddamn finish it.
Oh yeah, like.
Because I kept sitting there just EV training randos. But yeah, that was the game where I was like, I basically took it to the extreme and just ran every single Pokemon I wanted to run.
Yeah, but
So yeah, like I ran a shit ton of Pokemon that weirdly enough ended up in Sword and Shield. So I was like, oh, I've really hamstrung myself here. So I ended up with a fucking Crawdon. Which, oh man, that thing. Mr. Krabs, he sucked. I later found out, not only does the Pokemon have really low special defense, but also he has a no good EV in special defense. I was like, oh, good. You basically touch it with a special attack and it dies.
yeah.
The new DLC for Pokemon just got announced, didn't it?
Yeah,
It's
so
coming out quite soon. I do kind of really well. I kind of want to get the DLC, but kind of don't.
I want to get it.
But I want to.
But-
Do you know what I mean? Like it's one of those things where it's like I want to get it if it's good, but in my heart I know like I'm just gonna get it either way.
No, like I want to get it, but it's not a priority.
Oh yeah, totally.
Like I'm more than happy to wait until it is
Cheap.
near enough a dead game.
Yeah, actually, that's a good point. I wanted to do a review on it, but like wanted to. I think I sent. Yeah, you read the thing of it. Okay, I wrote part of it out because Pokemon was being a bit dead. It's me just basically ranting about how much I hate Dynamax.
Oh yeah, that was ages ago.
Yeah, that was ages ago.
I thought you meant about the DLC.
No, that's why I didn't do the review in the first place, because I was like, I want to wait for the DLC, because like, I want Pokemon to be good, man. Like, this is the thing, like, everyone keeps complaining about the, this is when it came out, and everyone was like, Pokemon's a dead game. Like, it's just the same fucking game, that they've been doing for 20 years, it needs to update. And I was like, kind of get what they mean, but like, go play Showdown. Like, that's the same, like, game, minus everything. Like, it's just the game of like Pokemon battling, right? And it's super fun. Like, I lose all the time, but I'm like, I'm having a really good time. You know what I mean? Like, it's just the battle system as it is, basically. That battle system everyone says needs updating. I was like, no, Showdown's still really fun, but like Sword and Shield's not. So like, it's something to do with the game, Sword and Shield, not the system.
The thing is, I always say that Sword and Shield is bad because it's slow.
It is slow, like noticeably slow.
Yeah, like everything takes ages.
Really long.
Because Showdown is just that, but
quick,
faster or no animations.
Or basic animations.
Yeah, like you pick something and then within 10 seconds you're picking again.
Yeah, like it's actually engaging, which is the weird thing.
But I never understood what the big issue with Dynamaxing was.
Looking back on it, I don't remember a lot of my opinions, but like since then, I'll be honest, I kind of just ignore it as a mechanic. I don't know if anyone's noticed.
I know you do.
Yeah. And I've been having a lot more fun just completely ignoring it. I think as a kind of general oh wait, no, so this was like back in when it first came out, where there was like 0 rules about it. Because they changed it for the like official. And it was pretty fucking broken, like honestly. In singles, it used to be just the worst thing.
Yeah, I don't get it though.
Because it used to be both tank and sweeper. It was the same reason why they banned like legendaries.
No, like I get that, but I don't get why you were so against it.
Why I was so against it?
Yeah.
Because it made the game no fun.
No, that's what I was always confused about.
Okay.
It's not like it's unfair or anything.
I disagree. I do think it is.
But it's not, in my opinion.
No, I'm not asking you to agree with it. I'm just saying, like, I come around a little bit on it. I don't think it's as unfair as I used to think it is, just from playing the game a bit more.
No, it's because realistically what's happened is you've just ignored it.
Yeah. And like, still actually, like, been able to play the game.
No, like, when you ignore it, then it becomes unfair.
No. I think it's, the fact that I can ignore it and still, like, actually enjoy the game, means it's not as unfair as I thought it was.
No.
If I remember rightly, like, when I was talking about it to you, I used to think that the only counter to Dynamaxing was Dynamaxing.
Yeah, and I told you, just like, no, you can still kill them.
Yeah, and you were right.
Because, all it does is double the health, right?
Yes, but I think this is where I think they screwed up a bit. And that, yeah, it only doubles the health, but it gives you access to 130 base power moves.
Yeah.
With the same accuracy as, like, 90 base power moves.
They don't miss.
Oh, they don't miss? Holy shit.
Don't miss.
Plus, they go through, like, protect and, like, blocking moves. Semi. Yeah. Like, they'll still do... Basically, they're guaranteed damage.
Yeah.
And I think that is a stupid thing. It's the same reason why you ban, like, Dragon Rush and things like that. It's, like, at some point, you're going to be in a position where it's like, okay, if I do this, I'm guaranteed to get the outcome I want.
Yeah, but...
And that's like, down to, like... That's not even down to, like, skill or strategy or anything. It's quite literally just Dynamax, instant damage, win.
No, like, that's what I've always wanted to argue about. Because it's not... like, it is strategy, essentially.
that's down to Pokemon, like the existing battle system, rather than the tool of Dynamaxing. I'm not arguing, like, it's a strategy-based game, but
No,
in a
like,
strategy-based game, if you give someone a fucking nuke, like,
it's
doesn't
not
really
giving
matter.
someone a nuke.
No, like, that's the thing, whereas, like, if you're basing your thing on strategy, you have to balance things very well, and that means a little bit more than just giving people, instead of giving one person a nuke, giving both of them a nuke. That's not balancing strategy. That's
Yes,
like,
it is.
no, that's not.
I don't get.
No, that's not how you balance strategy. That's just evening the playing field.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is that just because someone else has a nuke doesn't mean that, especially in a game, like, usually you've got nuke deterrence, right? So, like in Civ, where you can actually get nukes, if you start making nukes, which I know because I've tried, the other countries start getting pissed at you. And so you end up with a war with everyone. Especially if you use a nuke. And it's not like an insta-win. Like, you don't just instantly conquer a town. And it also screws you over a little bit, because it means you can't go into a certain area, because blah, blah, blah. That's how you balance nukes.
Is you get one Dynamax per game, which lasts 3 turns.
Yeah.
And it's a strategy of how you use it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not saying
since both teams have them,
right,
then it is just a strategy game.
No,
like, if you hold off on Dynamaxing,
yeah,
then okay, cool. Their Dynamax Pokemon may wipe you out a bit.
Yeah.
But then you Dynamax, and like, it evens it back out.
Okay, sure.
So, like, I wouldn't say it's making the game unfair or unplayable in any way.
No, I'm not saying it's unplayable. I'm just saying it's worse than what you had before.
What was before Mega Evolutions? They were fucking shit.
Oh, they were broken as shit. Terribly broken. But it was the same mistake.
They weren't even broken, they were just bad.
What makes you say that?
Because unlike Dynamax, they were limited.
Oh, I see what you mean. Actually, it was
like,
Z-moves. It was Sun and Moon before, wasn't it? So they had the Z-moves.
Yeah, I didn't play that one.
Oh, right, okay. So, yeah, Mega Evolutions are broken because they gave high stat Pokemons even higher stats.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you got Z-moves, which are just basically one Ultra Mega Hyper Super move. You could use at any time, theoretically. Some Pokemon got special ones.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So, like,
so they took the worst. Dynamaxing. No, they took the worst of both of those concepts and turned it into a thing. So they took, like, the overpowered moves, and then went, okay, here's, like, we're gonna give you a small buff to your health, as in double your health. So, like, the reason you'd use Mega Raudino, basically, just for the sheer tank. Was there a Mega Blissey? I forget. I don't think there was.
No, not in the games I played.
No, it was. I think it was Mega Raudino. It was just this bulk of, like, super tank that you just couldn't get past, because it was just, like, you have no choice but to address it, right?
Yeah.
So it led to the kind of the meta being teams that deal with this, right? So it hamstrings you. You don't get to play in the way that you want to play because you have to deal with this problem no matter what happens, right? And that's why I don't like it in strategy games, because it's like, your job as a strategy game maker is not to decide what strategy is good and what strategy is bad. It's just to give players options to use different things, right?
Okay.
So you give them the tools, they use them how they want to use them, and then you make it balanced. Yeah, and so instead of actually balancing the tool of Dynamaxing, they just went everyone gets one. And that doesn't make it balanced. That makes it an overpowered tool. That's what I'm complaining about. That was like
no, like what I'm trying to say is like Dynamaxing doesn't change anything about Pokemon.
Change anything about it. Doubles their health.
No, so they have
doubles
more
their health, and now they get OP moves. So Pokemon that literally sucked.
They still suck.
Oh, they still suck, but now they can do a lot more damage. Now, Pokemon, I agree. Like that was a quite nice little thing. There were Pokemon that do suck now can become a bit more of a threat and like usable.
What I'm saying is like if you Dynamax a tank, it's still going to be a tank. It's not going to have stupidly high attack.
No, but if you Dynamax an attacker, now it's a tank.
Yeah, but it still has no defense.
No, it just has a lot of health. And that's the Blissey problem. Blissey never had any like defense. It just had health for days.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the problem. So you've just made everything into a Blissey that can kick you in the face.
No, again, it's not like a Blissey. You can still one-shot them. You have one-shot them. In games we've played.
What the fuck is that?
Oh, it's a fucking leaf. Good luck.
It didn't attack... Oh. I said this before, but you weren't there. Like, why is this bird ripped? Like, why?
Oh yeah, last time I just walked off.
Yeah, you just walked off and left me with this ripped bird. Like, explain? Oh yeah, did we ever find out what game this was?
No.
Oh, it looks beautiful though. Anyway, back to Pokemon. You were saying?
Yeah, I mean, like, it is still just strategy.
Sure. I'm not denying that there is strategy behind it. What I'm saying is that, like, the tool itself is not designed for strategy. It's not balanced well. It's quite literally, you've just gone, here's a nuke, go. Or here's, like...
Again, how is it not balanced well?
Because they've just literally said, everyone gets one. That's not balanced. Like, it would make way more sense. No, that's not balanced. There's just by giving players everything, that's not balanced. Like, that's the idea of balance is some players get something, but it's not going to completely obliterate what others have. So, like, the idea of balance. No, because
then what you're doing is take away choices.
No, because it's like, why would you choose to use certain Pokemon over certain other ones? Because they have specific skills. It's like your Flareon with your Sunny Day Guts thing, right? That's a strategy, right? That relies on Dynamax. Right?
Sure.
So, yeah, because your Flareon doesn't have Sunny Day.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he is just there to set up the Sunny Day for me.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of my point, right? So, like, you've got Dynamax gives you suddenly skills and overpowered Pokemon. Like, exactly what happened to me. I got ruined by a fucking Flareon. I'm terrible at the game, but you see my point, right? It's like you had this Dynamax strategy, right?
Yeah, again.
And it completely failed, and your Flareon just kind of swept it up.
That's nothing to do with the Dynamax, I'd say.
That's everything to do with Dynamax. Like, if you... Oh, come on. If you didn't have Dynamax, you couldn't use Flareon for that. Like, your Sunny Day thing, Flareon doesn't have Sunny Day. It shouldn't... Like, in the meta, the balance of the game Pokemon, they said, right, Flareon doesn't get access to Sunny Day for some reason. Right?
It does have Sunny Day.
No, it doesn't have Sunny Day.
It does have Sunny Day.
I thought it didn't get access to Sunny Day. That's why no one uses it. It doesn't have any fire moves, and so it can't use Sunny Day.
Almost certain it has Sunny Day.
I will...
Vaporeon has Sunny Day.
Hmm?
I assume Flareon does.
What was that?
Flareon does have Sunny Day.
Okay, Flareon does have Sunny Day. So why does no one use Flareon?
Because he's fucking awful.
Yeah, I know it's kind of like the fire thing, where it's like there's no physical fire moves that are any good.
No, it's less that, it's more like it doesn't have defense. It's not fast enough to outspeed a lot of things.
Well...
the only reason mine's so good is because it's a choice band.
Right, no, yeah, this is my point, right? You've gone... you've done all this setup and used tools available to you that are in the game to do this thing, right? So...
Yeah.
What I'm saying is the Dynamax kind of kills it, because you've got... I thought it didn't have access to Sunny Day, so my point was that it gets access to tools that like it shouldn't have by rules of the game designers. Like they went, okay, this shouldn't have Sunny Day because of this, whatever.
Yeah,
they fucking
but
designed
what
that.
are you defining as should have?
Them, when they design the fucking Pokemon, they go, who gets access to what moves? They cut a bunch of moves as well, so like you can't say that they didn't think about it.
Yeah.
So when the designers design the game, they go, okay, you should have access to this, and this, right? And these Pokemon have been around for a while, right? And they've probably been looked at, but...
So basically what you're saying is you can't change.
No, what I'm saying is that you basically undercut yourself. You're saying, I thought Sunny Day wasn't in his toolset, and then you say, okay, but you can have this toolset because of Dynamax. So now basically anyone has access to Sunny Day if they can access a fire attack.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like, okay, now you've just basically broken your rule set. You're saying, right, so now Sunny Day becomes completely obsolete and you don't need it anymore. Like, all you need is anyone who can learn fucking Ember.
Okay.
Right, so now you've got a bunch of Pokemon that can not only use a fire attack and have Sunny Day. They can use... Sorry, not have Sunny Day, but they can use an OP fire attack. So now you basically... You've kind of made coverage useless. So now things that you normally wouldn't have, like super OP fire attacks, do. And they have Sunny Day bonus, which makes up for the stab, and you can set up on it as you've done many times. And that's giving them tools, access to tools that they shouldn't have by rules of the game designers who made it. And even if Flareon does have Sunny Day, you've just kind of, I said, it makes it obsolete. Like, why would you go for Sunny Day when you can just Dynamax and use any flame move ever? So what I'm saying is, like, just giving someone, like, maybe a nuke is a bit strong because it's not really a nuke. But, like, it's a really, really strong bomb, essentially. And it's like, alright, both players get it. Rather than Mega Revolution, which was equally stupid, but at least they did this right and they said, look, everyone doesn't get a Mega Revolution, only some, so it's your choice whether to use that because it's a tool in their skill set.
No.
Part of the strategy of Pokemon is which Pokemon you choose. So
no,
giving
that
it like
is where
a blanket...
I strongly disagree.
Okay.
Mega Revolutions, admittedly, I only played the game where it was like Lucario, Gyarados, Gengar.
Yeah, there was a lot more.
There was like 12 or something.
Yeah, it got a bit nuts, but like...
Yeah, but either way, that means that those Pokemon have an advantage. Whereas Dynamax, you can essentially use anyone and get that advantage. And that makes it part of a strategy, because for example, my Flareon strat, where I can set up using Flareon, a Dynamax Flareon. But that could easily be countered.
I'm not saying it's like an invincible tool. Like, you're right on that. Like, when it first came out and I was whining about it, like, I used to think it was this super ultra mega hyper nuke. But now I just think it's a little bit poorly balanced.
No,
it's as you said,
again,
like, it's as you said, like, literally anyone can do it. So therefore, it's like all you need to do is just Dynamax a better Pokemon and you win. It's done. Like, there you go.
Yeah, no. I always felt it was strategy.
Well, I mean, yeah, you can't just Dynamax and insta-win.
Yeah, exactly.
No, what I'm saying is that, like, it's such a powerful tool, I guess. It's an overpowered skill thing that anyone can do, and so it's kind of like, especially in the beginning of the game, the only strategies that ever won anything were Dynamax strategies. And then as like the game continued a little bit more, no, that's exactly how it went, dude. I was watching it online, like,
no,
everyone just used Dynamax strategies.
What you're doing is comparing it to previous games. Like, okay, yes, I get it, but Dynamaxing is a part of this game.
Yeah.
So it's not like, oh, yeah, you have to use it if you want to win. No, the game's designed for you to use it at some point.
Then why did the community ban it?
It's not banned in VGC.
It's limited in VGC. You can't Dynamax in singles in VGC.
Well, yeah, that's because...
That's because it's overpowered as fuck. Like, in singles, you're fucked. If someone, like...
Yeah, when have you ever done singles?
I did singles at the beginning of the game.
Okay, well, okay, ignore that then.
Yeah, I was like, I got ruined, but, like...
I thought we were talking doubles. Doubles is fine.
No, I was thinking overall. Like, doubles is fine. Like, you can use... I'm not against using it. I'm saying, like, as a tool set, like, this was the thing where it's like, as a game designer, you don't get to decide who plays what. So, like, double battles and single battles are a thing. Like, you don't get to decide who someone plays.
But you don't get to decide who plays what, and then you go, oh, the Mega Evolutions. So you have to use a Lucario.
You don't have to. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's like, you could if you wanted to.
And you don't have to Dynamax. But you'd be at a disadvantage if you didn't use it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not, like, arguing for Mega Evolutions. I think they're dumb. But, like, what I'm saying is, like, they got one thing right and they didn't give it to everyone. What I'm saying is, like, I think they gave it to all the wrong Pokemon. But the idea of giving it to some Pokemon would have been better.
No, see, the reason I think it's good that they gave it to everyone is because then it doesn't limit, like, the chances. Because there's still the G-Max forms.
Yeah,
like
so they basically just went, alright, these are the ones that we want you to use. That was what the rule was, I thought. In VGC, you can use Dynamax Pokemon. Sorry, you can use Dynamax, but it has to be only these certain Pokemon that have G-Max forms.
You can only use one G-Max.
Oh, right, okay. So you can Dynamax anyone, but only one G-Max?
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay. The question is then, why do G-Max forms even exist?
They have, like, different abilities.
No, it's exactly the opposite thing. It's a tool that they only gave to certain Pokemon. So it's like, it's exactly your argument. You'll be at a disadvantage if you don't use these G-Max ones because they are better.
Yeah, no.
They kind of are.
No, because they're not essentially better. Like, they have gimmicks, but...
A little bit more gimmicks. Like, some of them have some OP shit.
Well, the only one I actually know is the Butterfree one, which could put you to sleep.
So can Mega Grimmsnarls.
Okay. No, Grimmsnarl is drowsy.
Oh, does it insta put you to sleep?
No, it's yawn.
No, Butterfrees.
Yeah, it's the equivalent of sleep powder.
I thought it was a dice roll between Paralyze, Sleep, and the other one.
Yeah, but it's guaranteed to give you one of them.
Oh, that's neat.
And whereas Grimmsnarl is yawn.
Grimmsnarl's yawn, yeah.
Where it goes drowsy, then falls asleep next time.
Center Scorch, if I remember right, is basically OP Fire Spin.
Fire Spin.
Yeah. Yeah, and this is the thing where it's like they made all of those attacks, which are powerful attacks on their own. Like, they're based on existing attacks. Like, except Fire Spin. Fuck the Fire Spin. I mean, it has its uses, I guess, sure. But like, there are attacks that like Yawn was huge in like competitive, because wasn't it just outright sleep moves were banned?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it was something like that. Like you couldn't just use Hypnosis or Dark Void. I think it was fucking Dark Right.
Oh,
That's
Dark
why.
Void was banned.
Yeah, because that was bullshit.
That hit both.
Yeah, and it had like super accuracy as well. Wasn't it like 80 or 70 or something like that? It was more accurate than Hypnosis. I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, so you had stuff like that, where it was Yawn was huge because you couldn't use like just instant sleep moves. I thought they might have changed that with Futterbury now, but yeah, because I kept seeing that repeatedly, like Yawn just everywhere. And like I agree, like I'm not saying that. Like I said, Megas are bad. The Z moves were better, but not great. Yeah, all I'm saying is Dynamax is not good. I don't like it. I think it could have been a lot better. Like they just needed to think it through a little bit more.
I mean, I think at this point we just have to agree to disagree.
Fair enough.